Hi, it's Jared here, just putting a quick video together. I'd like to cover a few different things. I want to talk about the upcoming Peru Ayahuasca Expedition, June 21st to June 30. I'd like to talk about the why behind it and why it's been created the way that it has been. And through this process, we're going to talk a fair bit about ayahuasca. We're going to talk about the different aspects of working with ayahuasca, and hopefully this will give you a fair bit of information about working with ayahuasca, whether it be for the first time or if you're coming back to it, or potentially if you've worked with it without some of these aspects that we talk about. This is going to give you some information and some education, and also hopefully just help people connect with this beautiful medicine with a little bit of a better understanding. So if you watch through to the end, you should be able to gather a fair bit of information, whether it's working with ayahuasca in the upcoming expedition or working with ayahuasca in your home country or in one of the countries of origin as well. So first things first, the big why behind it was heavily based around my experiences of working with ayahuasca. I first started working with ayahuasca in 2018. I have been fortunate enough to be working in the space since 2022 as a facilitator. Through this process, I've been able to observe, especially through my process, of like what was hard, what could have been better, the things that I found challenging. But on the other hand as well, I've been, as a facilitator, I've had the opportunity to work alongside some incredible taitas, curanderos, shamans that we like to call them in the West, and observe the medicine, observe the process with it, but also, most importantly, I've been fortunate enough to be involved and observe people going through this process of working with ayahuasca. So the expedition has heavily been based around this, and it's been based around trying to create a very good solution for people through understanding these aspects of what's good, what's not good, and also helping people gain a really, really good understanding of how potentially it can be. So what I'm seeing in this space, that's a big thing. What I'm seeing in the space, I get a lot of messages and a lot of people ask me, is that people are coming to work with ayahuasca with a very, very Western mindset. They're discounting some very important aspects of it and just really looking for the medicine. They're sort of going, if I can find someone who has ayahuasca, I'm gonna take it. And so therefore we discount a lot of the time the traditions, we discount the medicine carriers, we then discount also the other aspects like the support that should be required, like the preparation, the education, the understanding, the integration, and these sort of things go out the window, and I don't think they can be discounted when we're working with this beautiful, powerful medicine, because they're integral, they're super important, and it's so much bigger than just taking ayahuasca. And so we really have to try and go a lot deeper. We have to really try to change our perspective, because we're coming to it with the tools that we have, yes, but understanding that this medicine has been practiced for thousands of years. There's so many more aspects to it. I mean, it's important to be able to integrate, and understand where we're coming from, by all means, but like be open. Be inquisitive, but also like take it super, super seriously. It can't be just like, I'll try it out and see what happens, because if we just sort of try it out and see what happens with a person who doesn't have the experience, or we're not supported correctly, or we don't have the framework to be able to really get the absolute most out of it, I'm going to be really blunt, it can be really, really dangerous, because this medicine is nothing shy of spiritual surgery. There's no way that I can put it. It completely changed the direction of my life. It really did. And I am so grateful, number one, for ayahuasca, but I'm so grateful for the people that have helped me along that journey. So the big why behind the Peru expedition especially has been, I'm really trying to bring this all together so people don't have to go through necessarily what I went through. I also I want to create something and have created something that hopefully gives people the best chance of being able to go through a very, very deep holistic process as well. So I want to talk about some of the different aspects of working with ayahuasca, and this should help a lot for people who are considering working with it. There's a lot of different aspects, so I'm just going to start from the start. Number one, education and preparation. So a lot of that is to talk about what we're going through now, like really gaining a strong understanding to the best of your ability about what it is, where it came from, what are the traditions behind it. Not about the experience. The experience is going to be unique for you. It's good to understand that, but it's really hard to get understanding from watching other people's experiences because yours is unique. But what you can do is understand the space. You can understand the medicine a little bit in regards to what is it going to do for you and what do you want to work on, essentially. This brings me to our next point. It's like the internal responsibility, the internal work. What are you bringing to the table to work with ayahuasca? And going through this process with an experienced guide is going to help you do that. So come to it with intent, come to it with understanding, come to it with, okay, what is it that I want to work on? The amount of times I've seen people come to work with it and they haven't gone through this process, and it's okay, there's people there to help you through it, but they're coming to it with wishes, expectations that it's gonna dance for you or solve your problems. Once again, it's this very Western pharmaceutical mindset. It's important to sort of go beyond that as well. So preparation and integration, it's the first aspect of working with it. Preparation and integration. Preparation and education is the first aspect of working with it. Then we can start getting into the participation. And this is so important. The amount of times I'm seeing people, I mentioned it before, just doing it wherever they can or wherever they can find it, and discounting this really important part. So understanding that this medicine has been practiced as a tradition for like thousands of years. Thousands of years is the information, the technology, the understanding, the aspects of working with it has been created and also worked with for thousands of years. And we have to then understand who are the medicine carriers and who are the people who are carrying this knowledge. Who are the people who are carrying these traditions? It's very normal now in the Western world for, a neo-shaman or someone who's gone and spent 2 years working in Peru or Ecuador or something along those lines to come back to their home country and sort of be like, I can carry this medicine now. And I strongly encourage people to go down the path of like, has that line of energy, has that line of education, has that line of information been passed through to them? Like, I personally believe you could, sit in the jungle for 2 years and even just working with the curandero and then come back to your home country and you've probably barely scratched the surface of working with this medicine and working in the spiritual realm, and also while doing the internal work that you can be a vessel to be able to carry that. I just don't think that can be achieved in that small period of time. So this is so important, and something that I can't emphasize enough is that, like, working with someone who has carried this line of energy, carried this information through sometimes thousands of years, sometimes 15, 20, 30 generations, it's a game changer, and it's like so integral and so important. And it's also honoring this tradition and it's honoring this medicine, because these are the people who have the knowledge. These are the people who have the understanding. This medicine was never meant to be like capitalized on and turned into a little buzz thing that you try out. It's so much bigger than that. It's so much more incredible than that. And it can give you gifts that are beyond your logical mind. It's far, far beyond anything that you can even comprehend. So understanding these traditions, these medicine carriers, and understanding the importance of this is really, really important. So there's the other aspect as well, and that is the integration. So how do we integrate it into our life? How do we do this in a very grounded way? How do we do this in a powerful way? In a way that it's going to help us solve the ailments of the modern life and sometimes release and change our perspective on a lot of these things as well. So I know I'm going on a bit of a tangent here, but a lot of the reasoning behind, especially the Peru Ayahuasca Expedition, has been based on this, to really sort of try and take a lot of the guesswork out of it for people. So from my perspective, what I wanted to create is something that people can come to and trust that they're going to get a very holistic process that are covering these things, these different aspects that we mentioned before. But also, I personally have vetted the people who we're working with. I've gone through the process of vetting and sort of going, okay, what are the benchmarks of a good ayahuasca process, and finding someone who can provide that as well, and a center that can provide that as well. The other thing is authenticity. That was another really important thing for me. So helping people to come work with it in a very authentic way. The third aspect is the holistic program. So I really wanted to create something that has a very holistic program, meaning it includes education, information, it includes very powerful participation, but it also includes integration and helping people integrate it back into their life as well. And that, I guess, covers the support aspect as well. It's like providing the support of helping people through this process. Mentioning it again is one thing that I'm seeing and have seen in the space hugely, is a huge lack of support and a huge lack of care. Getting people to come and people coming to work with it, giving them very, very powerful experiences that are completely out of this world, completely out of anything they've ever experienced beforehand, then going like, okay, adios, gracias, oh yeah, goodbye, thank you, thanks for coming. And it's very understanding that people struggle afterwards, because it's such a foreign experience, and it can be hard to integrate as well. So making sure that support is provided there as well. So hopefully this video has given you a good understanding. If you are considering, or you would like more information on Peru, please reach out, send me a message, direct message. There's a WhatsApp number there as well. You can definitely get in contact. Just reach out and I'll get in contact with you and talk to you about the next steps. Usually I do a one-on-one with people as well. I always do a one-on-one with people, just talking about where you're at, potentially what you would like to work on, and just making sure there's a good alignment there in regards to that as well. But I'm here to help in any way I possibly can. Thank you for watching. I know this has been a little bit of a long one, but it's a very important message. It's a very important medicine, and it's really important that you gain a good understanding. So thank you so much.